everybody, it's your boy, CJ Terriaga, and welcome to my Broly collection. Now today, I want to talk about something. I'm going to be talking about something very special. Today is March 26th. I'm actually recording this on March 15th, but the day that this video gets uploaded should be March 26th. So, now the reason why today is a special day is because today is a 1-year anniversary of my first video. Starting off as a collector. Now in this video I went over a few topics of, actually beginning to be a collector. And although the video is pretty outdated, the topics in it are still pretty relevant. Let's go over a few of them. Alright. So, for the first topic, we're going starting off. By the way, this is all off script, so don't mind the paper. Okay, starting off. So, starting off. First you want to kind of find like a good starting point, kind of figure out where is it what is the one collectible that you are aiming to try and get. Right? If you want to start your collection, you must have this one item to start off your collection. Okay? You could do it that way, or it could be by natural means, where someone gives it to you for a celebration, a holiday, or it could be just something you come across, and that's how you start off your collection. You can start up naturally, like mine did. Mine started off naturally by simply getting a Dragon Ball Z Broly statue, or how I continued my collection was the Dragon Ball Z Figurized Standard Broly, which I mentioned in my starting off as a collector video. And, so yeah, just kind of figure out how you want to start off. On to the next topic. I put the word here, budget. So, I guess we're going to be talking about the budget part of starting off as a collector. Okay, so, when doing a collection, it can be quite pricey depending on what it is you're collecting. If you're collecting crayons or paper, then lucky for you, that's probably going to be mostly cheap. Maybe. Unless you go in, I don't know. I'm sure whatever you're collecting, there's going to be some expensive aspects to your collection, regardless of what it may be, whether it's doorknobs, doors, walls, hinges. No, I know, it's quite weird. Why am I talking about doors? Regardless, no matter what you're going to be collecting, there is going to be an expensive side of your collection and a cheap budget side of your collection. And so just try and figure out where your budget is going to lie when it comes to doing a collection of something. For me, it's Broly, so I kind of went all over the place. I range from a singular penny to $500 worth of figures. So yeah, work on a budget. Yeah, it says here, have a goal. Okay, so have a goal. Now this wasn't in the video, in my first ever video, but when I think of having a goal, think of what are some of the figures, or we'll use figures for now, for example, from here on out. What is a figure that you are trying to get, but it's kind of out of reach because maybe your budget's restraining you a bit too much. Maybe it's just really difficult to find. You can't find it on Google. You can't find it on eBay, Amazon, Mercari, whatever. Right? It's a little difficult to find. Make that your goal. Make that kind of like, my collection will be complete once I have blah blah blah. For me, that would be the San Diego Comic-Con SH Figure exclusive Brolys, as well as the New York Comic-Con Broly, as well as basically all the SH Figure Brolys that I don't currently own, and there's a quite bit of them. So, make a goal, and see if that'll work out for you, and once you finish that goal, maybe work on a new goal. Okay, on to the next one. Shelving. Alright, so shelving. Now this one I mentioned in my first video ever, and that is get some shelves. Make a really nice display piece, display case. You can make your own shelves. You can buy some shelves off online. Go to IKEA, Walmart, whatever. It doesn't matter. Just, just find some good shelves and use that as your display. Now, do keep in mind on where you're putting your shelves, because if you're putting it in a pretty wet and moist area like I kind of am in the basement, then you kind of want to make sure that your collection is elevated. That way it doesn't get wet in case it starts flooding. Luckily for me, that hasn't happened yet. Okay, on to the next one. Lighting. Okay, so lighting. In my first video, I talked about lighting, but I made a clear demonstration of how much lack of lighting I currently have. Because in that video, you could not see my face. But in this one, you can. So we're moving up in the world. So yeah, lighting is very important. Whether you're lighting your displays up by simply using the LED light strips along the top of your shelving units, which you can do that. You can do spotlights. It doesn't matter how you light up your display. Just make sure that you do light up your display, because it really pops. It really shows you everything that's on the display case, which if you're trying to show off your collection, you want people to see your collection. Yeah, it can't be just a pitch black darkness and no one be able to tell you what's on the shelf. So lighting's important. Just I'm still working on that right now because I gotta get some new lights. Okay, on to the next one. Space. Okay, space. Space is very important. Know what you're dealing with. Know what you're working with. It's very important that you keep in mind the space around you when working on a collection. If you're doing it inside your bedroom, then make sure it doesn't take up too much space to where it's difficult to live your day-to-day life. But also make sure that, well, in the area that you're in, that it doesn't, well, cause damage to your collection, like I'm trying to be careful of right now, considering it's in a basement. So, make sure that you do try and do that. Work with what you have, and try and be careful in knowing of what you do have. I've said that like 2 or 3 times now. Okay, on to the next one. Type of collecting. Now, there are multiple ways of collecting and multiple different types of collecting. There's the out-of-box type of collecting, where it's just rows and rows of figures. Or it could be mint condition, new in box, or NIB, NIB, for new in box type of collection, which I have a mixture of both, but that's simply because I'm a Broly collector, not a new in box collector or out-of-box collector. I am just a Broly collector. So, the important part of being a collector is know what type of collecting you're doing. There's also not just figures, but there's also trading cards. So that would be a whole nother different type of way of displaying your collection, because, well, frankly, I'm still trying to figure that out, because I will eventually be getting Broly trading cards later down the road, but not right now. I'm still working on the figures and whatnot. Okay, and the last thing. This is fun and a passion. Don't break because of it. So, what I mean by that is, remember, this is a passion. You're doing this for fun, okay? This is not going to be the end of the world if you don't get the new figure, or if you get the one piece that you've been trying to get for so long. This is for fun. This is a passion. This is something you take your time with. You enjoy the journey and the adventure of collecting your collectibles, whatever it may be. And don't break because of it. I say that because don't just eat ramen noodles for like a month straight just because you're buying the new collectibles, the new action figures that are coming out. Make sure you're living a healthy lifestyle, and that you're completely fine and able to do anything else a responsible adult would do. That includes paying bills, car, insurance, whatever. Just, that kind of leads into the budget thing, I guess. But regardless, this is still a passion. This is still for fun. So, don't break yourself because of it, okay? That's pretty much everything on the list. So, I guess this is where the mostly unscripted area kind of comes in. This has been a full year of me just uploading videos of me talking about my collection. And since from my first video to now, things have drastically changed. I'm in a totally new place. I got my very first tattoo. I cut my hair a lot shorter. and it's been crazy, honestly. There's been a lot of new and different things that have happened throughout the whole year of this YouTube channel, and I know I don't post very frequently, but I do want to change that now that I'm having a bit more of a stable line of work right now. So I am able to do this a bit more easily, though admittedly, because of how specific my topic is, like Broly, it's a bit difficult trying to find topics to talk about and make videos and content for. So this whole channel is purely for passion, and because I'm a really big fan of this singular character. Not really Dragon Ball per se, but I'm a Broly fan first and a Dragon Ball fan second is what I would say. So that's one way to look at it. And yeah, that's pretty much all for the video. Hope you guys take care. I'll see you guys in the next one. And if you guys want to check out the very first video I upload on this channel, I'm going to put it down in the description, as well as maybe some videos talking about lighting and shelving that can also help you on your way to, well, working on a collection. So, yep, looks like I am all out of time now. You guys take care. I'll see you next one. Bye-bye. Yeah, that sounds way more accurate, way better.